Hey, welcome back to the channel. As you all probably know, I have one video that's the most popular, but the video of mine that is the second most popular is the July 2021 Criterion sale haul that I got from Barnes & Noble. And so I wanted to do my 2021 Christmas haul of my new Criterion movies that I've gotten. As you can see back there, that's a DVD cabinet that's almost full of Criterion films, and I have one more. And so I think the one on the bottom, which is now filled up with Woody Allen movies, and I'm going to have to move those to my closet to make room for all these new picks. So, let's get into it. So I've really been wanting to get more into Orson Welles. So I got two of his movies. I got Othello, where Orson Welles actually wears blackface and he plays Othello, but apparently it's tasteful. In the same vein as like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. I also got The Magnificent Ambersons. And I don't really know what to expect from this one, but it's only 88 minutes long. It's from 1942. So I love a nice short movie. Even though I love movies, I love it when they're less than an hour and a half. And I've been wanting to just get into more classic Hollywood films. I got The Lady Eve, starring Barbara Stanwyck and Henry Fonda, directed by Preston Sturges. So I was watching an interview of Steven Spielberg by Jiminy Glick, and which is funny, you should check that out. But in that interview, Steven Spielberg mentions Preston Sturges and Howard Hawks and how their movies were so good and well written. I wanted to check more of them out. So I think these here are also, Palm Beach Story. That's a Preston Sturges film. 1942, also 88 minutes long, starring Claudette Colbert and Joel McCrea. And then by Howard Hawks, I got Bringing Up Baby, and that's a Katharine Hepburn, Cary Grant movie, 1938, and then Only Angels Have Wings. Who's in that? Cary Grant, Jean Arthur. And when I picked this out, I thought it was the movie that, in Home Alone, where Kevin McAllister watches the Mafia movie. That's based on a movie called something Angels. I thought it was that movie. It's a different one. It's God, who's that guy? James Cagney movie. But anyways, I'm excited to watch this anyways. Another Cary Grant, Katharine Hepburn movie, The Philadelphia Story. Directed by George Cukor. I've never heard of him, but Philadelphia Story, 1940, over 100 minutes long. And then 12 Angry Men, Sidney Lumet movie, or is it Lumet? I don't know. I have the book, Making Movies by Sidney Lumet, on my desk, ready for me to read, which I have yet to do. So here we have On the Waterfront, Elia Kazan, starring Marlon Brando, the great Marlon Brando, and Carl Malden, of course. Got a couple of Hitchcocks, Notorious. Is that Cary Grant as well? Yeah, Cary Grant and Ingrid Bergman. And then The 39 Steps, which there's actually a theater troupe in Newport News, where I live, that are putting that on stage. Henry Ford film, My Darling Clementine. I saw my father was watching this one day. He was watching it one day in the living room while I was in the kitchen, and I thought the style, it looked very similar to what I like, with the use of black and white. Very deliberate use of black and white, not just out of utility. In that same sort of vein, I got The Night of the Hunter, starring Robert Mitchum. And this is a Southern Gothic style film. I think it was written by... can't remember who wrote it. James Agee. So, yeah, there's a movie theory book by James Agee that I wanted that includes that screenplay. Got a Sam Fuller film, Pickup on South Street. I'm a fan of Sam Fuller's movie Shock Corridor, and then what was it? Jesse James. Is it Jesse James and the Steel Helmet? So this should be pretty cool. He always has good movies. Elevator to the Gallows by Louis Malle. So I did a video about the Louis Malle Eclipse series, the documentaries, which after you watch that, you should check out Elevator to the Gallows, which I'm going to do as well, because I like his movies quite a bit. Murmur of the Heart, Pretty Baby, those were good movies. So I'm pretty sure anyone watching this, or just about, came here from my video about the movie Naked, where I start out by mentioning the stylistic spectrum of filmmaking, from documentaries, classic films, to the avant-garde. So in regard to the avant-garde, I got a Hollis Frampton Odyssey. And this is a collection of films that he made that are art pieces. They're not narratives. They're short films that were just made to be regarded as pieces of art. Surrealist, and you can actually see some of that stuff now at art galleries. They have digital monitors playing little art pieces, which is exciting, because maybe I could do something like that. Cuban film, Memories of Underdevelopment. I think this is the only Cuban film in the Criterion collection. It's from 1968. Looks really good. Less than 100 minutes long. I'm excited to watch this. And it's one of the only movies that I've gotten in this haul that has an actual poster. I'm going to replace some of this stuff on the walls that I made with movie posters, because I think they'll be more inspiring to me. It's a little self-indulgent having shit on the walls that you made. So by Luchino Visconti, I got The Leopard, which is very much a filmmaker's film. Fran Lebowitz, the writer, said she went to see a screening of this, and she was the only one in the audience who wasn't a director. And then I also got Death in Venice, which is based on a book that I had here somewhere that I wanted to show you. That oh well, I have the book and I haven't read it, so I'm not going to watch it until I read the book. It's a short novella. I do have these books here. My Struggle, books 1 and 2 by Karl Ove Knausgård, who's a really cool Norwegian writer. And he mentioned that when he was young, he looked like the actor from Death in Venice. So I thought I would check it out. I've never seen any of Visconti's movies. I love Fellini, Vittorio D, and Pasolini. I like Pasolini a lot. Yeah. When I watch John Waters movies, I see that he's very influenced by Pasolini. Charlie Chaplin, Modern Times. Very funny movie. I love, love, love Charlie Chaplin. General Idi Amin. Documentary by Barbette Schroeder. What did she direct? I don't know. I know she directed something really good. I don't know if it's Coco the Gorilla or what was the one about the coal miners union? Oh, no. I don't know. Whatever she directed, I'll look it up and feel like a real idiot for not remembering. General Idi Amin, he was the last king of Scotland. He was a African warlord. This movie here I got is called Come and See, and it's I think a Belarusian film. Well, it was made during the Soviet Union. Anyways, this cover art always stood out to me when looking at new movies to check out from the Criterion collection. And it was brought up recently on my favorite podcast, Come Town, which is hosted by stand-up comedians Nick Mullen, Stavros Halkias, and Adam Friedland. And Nick and Adam, they're really into the collection. And they mentioned this movie. And apparently it's very heavy and sad. So I'm not ready to watch it, but when I do, I'm sure it'll be powerful. And last but not least, Mr. Andrei Tarkovsky. Mirror, I think this is a documentary. It was released, I think, over the summer. Been wanting to check it out. And then Ivan's Childhood, which these are actually pretty short for Tarkovsky movies. I mean, Ivan's Childhood, it's 95 minutes. And then Mirror, 106 minutes. 62, 75. Tarkovsky's really cool, but his movies are bloody long. That's how I feel about Kurosawa as well. Anyways, so wish me a Merry Christmas, because I certainly had one. Got a nice big stack of Criterions. Oh boy. I didn't get a Christmas Tale. I have that on Amazon Prime. I like that one. It's a great Christmas movie, and Female Trouble as well. I like Female Trouble a lot. Yeah. That's my Christmas gift. So, guess I'll wrap things up here. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's called the Beal Cast. My name is Brett Belbin. My nickname in high school was Beal, because my first job was at a Chinese restaurant, and my first day I told my boss my full name, and he goes, "I call you Beal?" And so I said, "Yeah, you can call me Beal." And so did everybody, until I was about 21 and I stopped hanging out with my friends, except for Shane. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video. Check out some of my other videos. I have some good stuff. I have some not so good stuff. I mean, it's a young channel, but thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if there's anything you saw here that you like. Tell me about it. Which one should I watch first? Huh? Thinking maybe something lighthearted. Not too heavy or heady. I think maybe one of these. I think those might look good. I watched His Girl Friday recently with my grandmother, and that's either a Preston Sturges or Howard Hawks film with Cary Grant and Rosalind Russell. But yeah, it was really good, and I wanted to see some more movies like that. So yeah, maybe those will be a good place to start. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Watch some of my other stuff. Stay tuned and watch some of the new stuff that's going to come out and get better and better. Okay. Bye-bye.